Over the past few weeks, since I've started putting out content around blogging and all those kinds of things, safe to say my views and subscribers have increased quite a bit. Now, watching these videos back, it might be easy to think that blogging is actually super easy. After all, if this weirdo with a questionable British accent can do it, everyone can, can't they? Sadly, like most things in life, this isn't really the case, and blogging is hard, as in very, 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 very hard. As such, I wanted to paint a realistic picture of what blogging actually consisted of and what some of the hardest parts about blogging actually are. In the video today then, I'm going to break down the top 5 reasons why blogging is incredibly difficult. Let's jump into it. Finding a niche. So the first reason why blogging sucks and makes you question your existence when you start blogging is just finding a successful niche. You see, like a lot of you watching this, I also struggled with this right at the beginning of my blogging journey. I mean, finding a niche that I was really, really passionate about, but I was also experienced enough in to actually write content about was incredibly, incredibly challenging. And the ones I did find was super, super competitive. For example, back in 2020, I thought, hey, I go to the gym, not knowing that I would turn into this huge, big chungus due to lockdown life. But anyway, I thought I go to the gym, I'm gonna start a fitness blog. That can't be that hard, right? So I started doing the research about the niche and was left absolutely distraught on the amount of competition, high quality websites that were just posting articles about everything relating to the fitness niche. Seriously, if you're thinking about starting a fitness niche, don't. It's not gonna work, man. Now, this is a problem that's amplified across a wide variety of niches, whether it's things like, video games, business, fitness, health, nutrition, all these different kinds of things are incredibly saturated at the moment, and you really have to niche down and dive in and find those little cracks on the side that people aren't actually writing about to get any success with a successful niche. Keyword research. Another thing that sucks about blogging quite a lot is just keyword research, and if I'm being perfectly honest, this is something that 2 years on, I'm still not the best at, and I still struggle with sometimes. Finding quality keywords to write about sometimes often feels like being in the gold rush in the USA without actually a shovel, or living in America. They sometimes seem completely non-existent and really do put you off blogging every now and then. It's literally the definition of finding a needle in a haystack full of cow doo-doo. I'm fasting, so I'm not going to be swearing today. Poor keyword research then is single-handedly one of the biggest reasons why blogs either fail to take off, take longer to take off, or just fail in general. Finding keywords then that aren't too competitive that you can rank for, but also bring in significant amounts of traffic and not 1 to 2 page views per month, because that's not why we do this, right? Is literally going to be half the battle. Actually, it's probably going to be the majority of your battle when trying to set up a blog. Luckily, this does get a little bit easier over time as you do improve kind of your skill set when it comes to this stuff. But if you're a newbie, good luck, because you're gonna struggle with this and it's gonna be incredibly difficult. Google updates. So you managed to jump through the first few hurdles. You found a fantastic niche that you can really start ranking content on, and you found some really good keywords to start your blog off with. You've written a bunch of content, you waited a couple of months for it to rank on Google, and boom, the page views start coming in. Before you can get too excited, however, don't worry about that. Uncle Google's gonna come around, take off his belt, and proceed to beat your blog into submission with their Google updates. Google's algorithm updates are a bane of many a blogger's life, and it seems like their updates are becoming more and more frequent as sort of the years go by. It's a genuine shame, because you could have done everything right. Your niche could be perfect, your keyword research could be on point, and you could have even started ranking for a lot of these keywords. And then just because of an algorithm update, unfortunately, all your traffic completely disappears, and it's a frustrating part, and there's nothing we can do about it. This is just part of the parcel of being a blogger. Still want to start a blog? The waiting game. Taking it back a step, don't know what that was with my hands, but alas, it is what it is. One of the things I touched upon a little bit earlier on that's also very frustrating as a blogger is just the waiting game associated with getting your content to rank on Google. Let's say you write a blog post today then that you've done your keyword research on and you're definitely able to rank for, and probably rank number 1 for. My experience, it takes Google anywhere from 6 months, 8 months, up to sometimes a year before that content will actually start ranking high enough in Google and you to start seeing some substantial traffic from that individual blog post. One of the hardest things about blogging then is just having that delayed gratification mindset and knowing that the work that you're doing today isn't going to pay off for another year or so. At the beginning of your blog then, you almost have to compartmentalize the success that your blog is going to have with the amount of work that you're doing right at the beginning of your journey. Now, if that wasn't hard enough to add insult to injury, if you're using things like, external writers, you're using expensive plugins or any of those different kinds of things to help with your blog, then you'll be spending a lot of money right at the beginning of your journey to not get any payoff maybe a year, 2 years down the line. Just goes to show that if anyone's selling you a get rich quick scheme when it comes to blogging, definitely question their intentions there. Conflicting advice. Finally, one of the other hardest things about starting a blog is just there's so much conflicting information and so much information overload about the best way to start a successful website. Focusing on content, focusing on link building, focusing on competitive keywords, not focusing on competitive keywords, targeting the snippet, not targeting the snippet. It can honestly sometimes feel like each individual blog, YouTube channel or course you follow teaches the exact opposite of what the other one does. So it's definitely frustrating then as a new blogger to sift through all the nonsense out there and try and find quality information that's really going to help you in your blogging career. Heck, some of the courses out there are just straight up scams. I mean, I remember I must have been back in 2019 when I was initially, dipping my beak in the world of blogging, where I undertook this course, got 100% through it, and then I realized that the course didn't even teach you like what keywords to go after, how to actually do keyword research or any of those kinds of things, which is pretty important when it comes to starting a blog, right? So yeah, blogging is definitely challenging. And I would definitely address these points before you maybe think about starting a blog. Just understand that it's gonna be a long journey. That being said, it's not all doom and gloom. And I genuinely believe that, with a little bit of perseverance, with a little bit of grit and determination, you can genuinely make a little bit of an income through blogging online. If you go back to my first site, that took around a year and a bit to start bringing in any money, and now it's regularly bringing in like $100 or so every single month. So it might be a little bit, but it's still something, and something is better than nothing, right? Now, if you were to ask me what the single biggest thing that's helped me improve my blogging journey since I started 2 years ago, I would say without a doubt, 100% it's Income School's Project 24. It's the course that I follow that's given me the most success in blogging so far, and is genuinely jam-packed with information all around blogging, keyword research, how to write content, all the different things and all the foundational pieces that you need to build a successful blog. I'll link to it down below in the description box if you're interested in reading up more about it, or even helping support the channel by purchasing it through that affiliate link. That'd be really beneficial. But again, completely up to you, no pressure, none of those kinds of things. Sales family, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on how your blogs are doing, what you find the most challenging part about setting up a blog, and all those kinds of things. As always, if you're interested in more videos around, blogging, personal development, side hustles, any of those kinds of things, absolutely smash the like and subscribe button, because as you mentioned earlier on, it really does help out the channel here. Until then, wish you all the best with your blogs, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. Bye now.